never trust a nigga or a bitch. Somebody always lying. In the end, somebody run their mouth. Somebody always die. My dog used to believe in me like Brody, keep it going. I'ma hustle till I can't no more. I'm ballin', check the score. If you got me, I got you, no problem with it. I'm a dog in my city, just ask a witness. Pray the Lord I don't die before I finish. No excuses, I run it up for my niggas. Say word. Money hungry, I don't care what you say. I had to hustle, run it up so I can eat day to day. Tryna eat off my plate, I think not. How you keeping the time with a fake watch? Trapping, that's my knowledge, no lacking, it's time to get it. 10 toes I'm on my pivot, these niggas be trying to get you. Been the one since I was little, pops even thought I was tripping. Shout out to BMG, we the ones who fucking with us. Money dance all on our bitches, they calling me cousin Skeeter.
Yo, my man was like, fuck that. He gotta get something off his chest. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
So you have the floor, my man.
Listen, we didn't crack the code, brother. But I say we cracked the code because we finally put to rest, I feel like, what people needed to see for so long. And still trying to figure out to this day. A mainstream artist. What is that? Right? At the end of the day, what would you classify as a mainstream artist? What is their purpose on this platform? The purpose for me and for other people to see is that they're nothing but industry puppets. At the end of the day, what are you going to do with an industry puppet? If he putting out shit and it's getting the recognition that you want, and it's getting a lot of feedback, it's bringing in the money, the figures, all of that shit, you're going to put that person front line above everyone else because that's your breadwinner right there at the end of the day. That's the type of person that you want on board because you know he can put some shit out today, tomorrow, but it's still going to do numbers. So why would you not want to go to them? But at the same time, we also got to come to realize that we can never put industry plants in the same category as hip hop at all. Because industry plants at the end of the day is only doing what's being told, right?
Mm-hmm.
These motherfuckers go in day in and day out, putting themselves out there, putting brands out there, making themselves known in a different light, right? Now, if, let's just say, a regular nigga like myself was a going in game, right? But I'm just a normal nigga just rapping about some everyday shit that I'm going through, right?
Mm-hmm.
To today's society, that shit would be classified as a born hip-hop artist, right? Because I'm not doing what everyone else is doing. I'm creating my own path. Now, to those who sit there and actually recollect things and be like, oh, well, he's going a different route for real. So he's trying to branch off. He's trying to do his own thing. He's not trying to follow everyone else because that's what industry plants do, right? At the end of the day, everything is copy and paste when it comes to industry plants. It's what, at the end of the day, is what sells. Everything at the end of the day to these companies, these record labels is figures, bro. What's going to bring in the revenue? What's going to be out there that's popping that you know that you put out, and as soon as you put out, you got 1 million fucking people already listening to it and shit like that. That's an industry plant, right? Whereas you got people like Kendrick Lamar or Killer Mike even, who's been in the game, but rather focus on working on their crafts and making sure they put out the best products possible. You know what I'm saying? And it should take time versus industry plans to find a hard ass beat and just slap their words on it and shit like that and just put it out. But it's what sells over what's the truth. The truth at the end of the day is never gonna show in the light because of industry plans. So at the end of the day, we say we need a separate genre, or the last video that we watched said that they needed a separate genre for those in hip hop culture and for those that are mainstream artists. And I agree with that because mainstream artists It's not even. I wouldn't even classify it as real shit for real. For real, it's just some copy and paste. We just gonna put this shit out here just because we know it's gonna pop, and we're gonna get the money back for it. But at the end of the day, it does not matter because an industry plant is still useless. And I say that because okay, I come into the rap game. I'm doing my shit for real, for real. Every song that I put out is going number one. Blah blah blah. Right. All it takes is for one fuck up, and it could take everything from you. And the way that shit works, if you out here and you putting bad credit on yourself or making a bad name on yourself or something just comes up, right? They're gonna pull their cards from you. I'm not gonna deal with that motherfucker no more because what's going on now is motherfuckers are starting to fall back from this person for shit that they got going on, and I know I'm not gonna make no money at the end of the day. So I'm not gonna stay with this person. I'm gonna pull a cards from yo. I'm gonna go to the next industry plant, and it's gonna keep repeating like that. So realistically speaking, hip hop, the way that we know hip hop, is never gonna get its uh, respect, and that's just how it is.
Well, I won't say that part because all right, I agree with what you're saying. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. I agree wholeheartedly. But it's like I guess it depends on what one thing we gotta understand is why people come into this. You know what I mean? So it's like you get out of this what you put into it. That's number one.
Right.
Number two, people come into this for different reasons. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know, they might want, you know what I mean, like to actually really get the fame and all that and the notoriety or whatever and just have their little time in the spotlight and then they gone, you know what I mean? But at the same time, you got people that actually really want to contribute to the culture and actually really build inside of the culture. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like when they say gatekeeping the culture and all that, like mainstream is not the real shit. You understand what I'm saying?
No.
It's just something that it's like Walt Disney. You know what I mean? It's like Walt Disney. Mainstream hip hop is like Walt Disney, right? You got a lot of characters. But for the most part, you see people that go into the mainstream sometimes that are from the underground or have been independent, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you hear their independent music and then you compare it with their mainstream music, it's totally two different things most of the time. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like you can see the influence that the mainstream has had on artists when it comes to doing songs and certain things. Like they might say, I stand with this or I do this, that, and the third, right? But 2 albums ago, you wasn't on that. You understand what I'm saying? So the mainstream within itself is just actually just what it is. You know what I mean? Is they take you and they push you out there with all the brands and endorsements and all that, and then you sell that to the people, and the people go, "I'm going shopping. I gotta have this." And then when you got that on, there's a song that mentions what you have that shit on. You know what I'm saying? Like you feel good when somebody say something about Gucci or Louis or talking about a car or whatever because you like, yeah, I got that. You know what I mean? But that's for the consumer. That's for the people that fall for the shit. You know what I mean? And then as far as for like the genre naming, I mean, technically, if you really want to be technical, they already named it trap music.
Right.
Crunk is his own genre. We know this. Look at the dude Duke Deuce. Crunk ain't dead. Right? Wildin'. You know what I'm saying? I love his music, right? At the same time, you just have these different genres. You got trap music. You feel me?
Yeah.
Trap does sound a different way. And then they say you have drill music. So they already named them. So all they got to do is just put these things in the categories of the awards. But I say this too when it comes to awards. I don't give a fuck about no award. What?
Yeah. I don't do this
I
shit.
mean,
Awards.
I'm not saying that like fuck anybody that does. I was just taught different. So it's like the way I come up in this is basically like burn Hollywood burn. You know what I'm saying? YouTube it. You know what I'm saying? There was a song, Ice Cube, Big Daddy Kane, Chuck D, check it out. You know what I mean? So it's always been against the establishment. You know what I'm saying? against the establishment, the new music that we get ready to drop. See, that's another thing too, people. It's like we doing this. I've been recording the album, you know what I'm saying? I've been working on a new clothing line. Like it's a lot of stuff that we do, and I love to do it because hip hop, you know what I'm saying, taught me how to do it. Like I literally learned from the culture. Like I grew up in this culture and I'm still growing. You understand what I'm saying? And it's like I have a business mind because hip hop gave it to me. You know what I mean? I listen, you know what I mean? So it's like when I feel like I'm listening to something and it don't really have any substance, you feel me? It's like, oh, that's just some shit or whatever. You know what I mean? You just trying to really just get out there or something or whatever. But you know, I listen to the greats, man, Mobb Deep, Wu-Tang, of course, you know what I'm saying? And you know, I just I can't classify a lot of stuff today as being great. You know what I mean? But that's just my opinion on the music. You know, I can't list what I say as a fact all the time because a lot of things are opinionated. You feel me? But as far as like the advancement inside of mainstream, you gotta do something strange to get a little change. I mean, it's just the reality of it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of artists get shelved too. But a lot of people don't know that. Like, you have somebody that gets signed and their project been sitting for like 2 years, and it's like, well, I don't know when my shit going to drop. And like, cause you ain't wear that little skinny shirt that they can see your heartbeat with, nigga. Like, you ain't go through that door, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Right. So you shelved, nigga. You know what I mean? You wasn't susceptible to the little antics that they have. You know what I mean, for artists to do, right? So I mean, it's all reality at this point, and let me look. I got this website right, y'all. Look, check this shit out. This is our website, Bag Life Dynasty, right? I made this out of necessity because I ain't want to keep going to people and having to pay people to do certain things, and I'm pretty much computer literate. So why not start building stuff and doing things, you know what I'm saying, or what have you, right? And I advertise not just my stuff, but I advertise other people's stuff as well, right? But I also help promote stuff like information. How many plays on Spotify does it take to make $100? Right? So you need approximately, right, 30,303. Now imagine that being like, if anybody knows the music, it's like, imagine that being a single, right? And you sold that many units of that single for $5. You see what I'm saying? Like, you gotta get that many streams to get $100. When case in point, if you stole your single, because singles do sell, like people would go to the store and just buy the single if they didn't want the whole album, hence the term single. So you sold that single for $5, right? At that price right there, that's almost like 300, you know what I'm saying? Some odd that, you know what I mean? So I'm just, you know, I look at people when I go, what you want, money or fame? You know what I mean? Like, really, like, what do you want? Like, because if you want the money, you can really get some money in this business, but you have to do it with a plan. You feel me? And like stuff like this that we have out. That's why I put the keys up in my joint. You know what I'm saying? When I do a little a little emoji shit or whatever, right? Because you know we got keys, yo. You know what I mean? We got keys, man. So you get albums, mix CD, you know what I'm saying, bio, all that on there, $12, yo. You know what I'm saying? $12, God. You feel me? That's physical. Now, I sell one of those and get $12 faster than a person can make $12 streaming. Everybody, like, streaming is not created equal. It's not for, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, you got people that barely push 1,000, bro. Right. And you know what I'm saying, it's not an easy task, man. And it's like, if you just put in your career based on streaming, right, and you're not really understanding how to do the business, then you don't really have anything to look forward to other than saying I do this. Because there's a lot of people that broadcast those numbers, right? Broadcast their numbers, but what happens is they giving you the look, but they actually really broke at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't make money off this, you know what I'm saying? Like the average person would think, because the average person doesn't know the business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I mean, you can do things, you know what I'm saying, and like for example with this, what we doing, we're not only just giving people information, right? We're not only just helping better someone's career, but we're also promoting ourselves at the end of the day. Let's be real, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
but I take all this into my own hands as well as you do, you feel me? And we advertise, you feel me? We market, we do what we gotta do, you feel me? So, and look, all the way down to the clothing lines. Boom. Yeah. I'm just being real, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh yeah.
you know what I mean? Like we do this. Like we don't play around with this stuff, man. Like we actually really do this. So, man, at the end of the day, people gonna get what they want however they want to get it, and that's the best way I can
Most
say it.
definitely.
Like they're gonna get what they want however they want to get it. You know what I mean? So if you're not trying to be independent, you know what I'm saying, and you want people to do things for you, like so-called pamper you and stuff in the music industry, I mean, hey, do you? But when you strung out, you know what I'm saying, and got sex tapes out there and all kinds of craziness, that's what you wanted. Like we doing this type of stuff, not just us, but it's other people out here other than us. We're not the only people saying this. It's like, yo, you want to get in the industry, that's the stuff that you're going to get. But on the other side, why not just be independent and get everything you want from streaming as well as physical tax-free money? I don't have to write that we going and passing. You know what I'm saying? We doing things, you know what I'm saying? Like this is what hip hop is about. You know what I'm saying? It's about not only the art form, but also how to profit off of it to take care of yourself to help supply the art form. It's just what it's all about. It's a give and take. You know what I mean? So
It's
I
just
mean,
like it's just like how when you was growing up and for a job with a job, for instance, they tell you like, yeah, you have this job, say you working at a certain job and shit, blah that like that, boom. But they always tell you if that shit fails or if you're doing anything out in the spotlight that's, giving you recognition or, you know, just out there for people to see, but it just doesn't work out. That you always have to have a plan B, some shit to fall back on just in case the first thing doesn't work. You know what I'm saying?
well, my fault not to cut you off. I'm glad you brought that up because I was taught not to make money off of hip hop. Now, don't get me
Mm.
wrong. It's like I said, it's ways you do this shit, right?
Yeah.
So you make money, and the money that you make, you putting into your investment. You're an investor in yourself, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes people start off as hobbyists with it. You feel me?
Mm.
Now, as time goes on, you noticing that, hey, this is profitable. Then, of course, you put the work in, you put the time in. You know what I mean? Get what you have to get out of it so you can keep giving back to it. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying, right? So at the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with that part. You feel me? I
Mm.
don't have no problem with that. But as far as for like going, and I've seen this happen, like people with families and shit, yo, we going platinum, going to be a millionaire, all that shit, right? But it very rarely works out, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, like, it's like maybe like 1 in a million chance when people think like that because it's not really reality based. Because you
Mm.
have to have a lot of money in order to pull that off. You know what I mean? You have to be close to, you know what I mean? You got to have a whole bunch of thousands in order to make that happen. Put it like that. So it's like reality based. When my man Sean Teray, peace to the God, you know what I'm saying? he said, like, you know, when I think about numbers as far as for making money per year off of music, it was like 80,000 a year off of music, and I was like 80 grand. Like, I ain't never even think like that. Like 80 grand. Like, nigga, I already make shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm already doing shit like that. Like, but let's really be real. Like, if I even made 40 grand off of music, you feel me? It's a good fucking year. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm happy. Everybody else happy.
I'm content. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's reality for me, right? But it was real. It's something I could touch. But you know, it's like I'm not a fool to the point where it's like I will invest so much into myself that I put my family in jeopardy because I'm putting everything on this one thing. Like, no, that's why we do clothes. That's why we do film. That's why we do a lot of things that we do, because we love the culture. We can't necessarily be dictated to. I have A&R, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. So it's like, if I do a Wu-Tang project, you know what I'm saying, through Wu-Tang management or whatever, you know what I mean, I do something, of course somebody gonna tell me the things that I can't do or whatever. You got to go through that, you know what I mean? But just me putting out my own shit and doing certain things, I still have to think about the management company. But for the most part, it's like I put out music when I feel like it. Right. You know what I mean? I do what I want to do when I feel like it. I make music. I can sell music when I feel like it because I got my own distribution as well. But at the same time, it's like I'm not going to ever be like, yo, we going to be millionaires and all that shit, even though it's very possible. You know what I mean? Especially in today's climate. But my thing is like real base numbers. Like, people need to start thinking like, yo, I'm trying to make 30 grand off of music this year or something like that. Because you should already be making money. You understand what I'm saying? Now it's like, what do you do with your money when you get it? If you don't reinvest or at least start saving your money or think about stocks and shit like that, your money not necessarily going to work for you because you keep working for the money. You have to let your money grow with interest and all that. And it's like, when we make money off of music, I ain't touching it. I don't never touch that. I just let that shit keep adding up. You see what I'm saying? Just stay where it's at. But at the same time, it's like when I do take the money out, of course I'm gonna put it in something better. I'm gonna put the shit in stocks. But that's the way I was taught, because you keep making it work for you. You understand what I'm saying? So then when it looks real good on another side, then I go, all right, yeah, cool. You know what I mean? I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I get to a point where whatever starting money you get or whatever money comes your way, you got to learn how to be able to flip it. You know how a lot of people be like, yeah, because if I had this money, I would put it in this and that, and then I would flip it so I can make double. Like, you gotta, it's really like playing a game of chess for real, for real. You gotta pick the cards right, put your shit in the right stuff, and let that shit add up over time. But while it's doing that, you still making money in the same, you know, sentence. So it's like, even if shit fails, let's just say with the main thing that you're chasing after, shit fails, but you still got shit going for you at the end of the day to keep you relevant or keep your name relevant, or at least to keep you still in good, you know, good hands and shit like that. You still got shit to bounce back to. So it's like, that's for niggas like us. We understand what the value of money would be, right? Because, okay, we talking about regular niggas that work 9 to 5 jobs and shit like that. You know, for some people, it's paycheck to paycheck. But we all had that dream, like if we could sit and think about shit in a different perspective, which is earning a certain amount of money or what we would do if we had this amount of money, you'd be a fool not to be putting your money into shit that could further help you out in the future.
But
you'd be crazy.
But that's what I mean by mainstream shit. Is because it doesn't necessarily teach you how to reinvest in yourself. You understand what I'm saying?
No.
But that goes for a lot of that shit, sports and all that shit too. It's like they put you out there so you can be a money magnet. But what you end up with after the contract, that's why I was saying to you earlier when we was talking, I was like, listen, when you have a contract, whatever you get out of that contract for how many years you signed it for, make sure you fulfill it. Then after you fulfill that contract, life after the contract. What do? You supposed to have contacts and all that. You supposed to have network, you know what I'm saying? Because you knew that you were running out of time with that contract. So therefore, you become independent. You have your own merchandise. You understand what I'm saying? Any way, shape, form, or fashion, whatever you want to put it out as, right? And you have the independence. You already have a fan base because your fan base is going to follow you to where you're going after that contract. And since people like transparency, you just tell the people after the contract is over with, because you don't want to tell them during the contract, because they might try to keep you in the contract. Shiesty ass shit. But I'm just saying, you just tell them, hey, I'm over here now. Come on over this way. That's how that shit works.
It's like
supposed to.
With mainstream artists, you can't even. It's nothing that you gain from it, from a different perspective. And I say that because as a mainstream artist, you're not. Hear me out. No. Hear me out. As a mainstream artist, you are mainly taught to be a puppet, right? It don't get me wrong. You gain shit from being a puppet, right? But if all fails and you lose, let's just say you at the top of the damn mountain right now, right? Something come along and fuck up all of that. Now you the opportunity is gone. You back at square one. Then what?
Yo, hold up, wait a minute though. But once again, let's just take it to hustling real quick. How many niggas you know that don't save their money? I mean, you've heard these stories. You know what I'm saying? You heard of the people that participate in certain shit, they didn't follow the rules. The next thing you know, they don't have a happy ending, bro.
No. But I'm saying though, when we talk in the sense of mainstream artists, if you can't expect to appeal to certain people if you can't even appeal to yourself. Like if you don't even have a say for yourself. When you, as a mainstream artist, you told basically what to do, how to guide your shit, where to go, what's gonna be hot, what's gonna keep you relevant. That shit is told to you. Right. So it's like, as a mainstream artist, you can't expect for them to be like, oh, no type of figure, no important figure, because you doing what they telling you to do. You're not even showing you who you really are. You showing what they want you to be.
Well, but once again, you know what I mean? How can I put it?
I just feel like at the end of the day, it's how you perceive shit.
Yeah, I mean, but once again, it's like this. If you come into this shit, you know how the term is, you never go shopping hungry, like food shopping hungry. Think about it. If you don't have control over your lifestyle, right? And somebody offer you this huge ass amount of money, right? And they want to exploit your talent. What happens is what you get is a Lil Nas X.
Yeah. Now that's an industry plan. I don't care what you say, because I ain't gonna lie to you.
You get a Sukihana. Listen, but that's what I'm saying, bro. They went into the music industry hungry, and that's damn near a great percentage of the ones that you see. I'm not saying you can't be hungry, but you got to be disciplined. You can't be ruled by your lower self. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you know a person loves women, they're going to entice you with women. So it's like you always get enticed or get an offer by the things that they know that you love to indulge in.
Right.
You see what I'm saying now? So even Jay said back in the day, be careful what you wish for coming into this business, because you're going to have the best of everything. This shit ain't for everybody.
Yeah. So
if you're already doing drugs, when you come in the industry, you're going to be doing the best of that drug, yo. A lot of people don't turn into drug addicts when they get into the industry. A lot of people were already doing substances. You know what I mean? It's just once they got up in there, you know, they got offered that shit on a silver platter, and they just doing whatever. You feel me? They just feel like they ain't a part of that, and the drugs is what helps them get more indoctrinated into that type of fucked up behavior. But I mean, nonetheless, I mean, once again, We need to be independent. We need to be like, why aren't there so many black record labels out here right now? Like I said it before, niggas love cars so much. Where's the black manufacturer of cars? Where is the black manufacturer of computers? We need a black version of Apple. You understand what I'm saying? We need all that, but we don't have it. So we're at the mercy. Well, whoa, whoa. They're at the mercy of these industry people, yo. It's just plain and simple because we have nothing to, damn, this is deep. We have nothing to offer our people. We don't have record labels where, you know what I'm saying, we know we supposed to value our women, right? Since they be like protect the black queen. So we supposed to have record labels where we know that we have women that can come in and perform, you know, that musical task, you feel me? And not be worried about having to be pushed up on for sexual favors and things of that nature, God. We need to have shit like that.
Yeah.
But we don't have it. We need radio stations that's going to say, hey, that's not for the babies. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we need that type of shit. Because I'm telling you, other radio stations, and I hate to keep doing this, but it's just the truth. White radio station, they got that shit together. You just not going to hear certain shit on the radio stations. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that you don't have some that, you know, will play some of the shit that, you know, whatever, some Sexy Red or whatever. But for the most part, you got a lot of these stations that don't really indulge in some of that type of music. They still play hip hop though, but they play the hip hop that they want to, you know, to be played. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying there's rules, right, to this shit when you coming in. For one, if you an artist and you really love what you do as an artist, then you should be secure within your artistry to say, nah, I ain't doing that shit to myself, because you are your own brand. So you want to do all that shit and cheapen your brand? You don't even care enough about yourself. Why would you expect somebody to care about you and you don't care enough about yourself?
You don't care about yourself. I mean, I feel like, in all honesty, the way that we look at things way differently than what other people do. But I mean, again, it's like how I was saying though, like, for us, we know what it is. We know, like, we know. We talk about the shit. Like, we have a gist of what the shit is at the end of the day. But like, for a lot of new people that come into the game and shit, and it's not the same because they don't have that same influence like we did.
Hold up, wait a minute though, not to cut you off. But once again, see, there's how does that shit go? Ignorance is no excuse. Something dealing with the law, some shit. It's like this, bro. We in the age right now where everything, as far as for information, this is the information age, bro. We in a digital revolution right now. So if you don't know something, all you gotta do is Google it. I mean, like a real, you can YouTube it. You feel me? They'll show you how it's done. So if you go in there and get a bad contract and be doing all this weird shit and then say you a victim, that's on you. I don't feel sorry for you. You know why? Because you ain't do the research. You didn't do what you were supposed to do as a person, yo. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all that other shit. Like, I gotta make sure that I'm safe and secure and that my integrity will not be compromised for no motherfucking dollar. And that's just what it is. And all that other shit I don't need. You feel me? So it is. You gotta go in there like that. You don't let them tell you what to do. Know why? Because you're the art. You know what I'm saying? You're the artist. How you gonna let somebody tell you how to do your art? And that's where they fuck up. You feel me? It's like you let somebody tell you what to do with your talent. Do this type of song. Okay.
And I mean, and because of that, it became like the damn normal and shit. Like,
but once again, not the normal. Not the normal.
No, it's not the normal. But I'm just saying,
mainstream.
The way that, but I'm saying though, the way that it is perceived today is that it is the new normal. When we know it's not, but they don't know that it's not the new normal.
Yo, you got the dark side of the force, and then you got the other side of the force. The mainstream is the Sith. The underground of the Jedi. That's basically what that shit is, yo. You know what I mean? You're dealing with the dark side. And that's a good ass analogy, good comparison, because it is dark on that side. You know what I mean? You gotta think about it. People don't love you the way that you think that they do sometimes. And I was taught Satan always gonna smile when he talk to you. They always want to make you feel comfortable. They always want to know what you like and what you dislike. Basically, they study your nature, yo. You know what I mean? That's what they do in the industry. They study your nature. And if your nature says, "Oh, this motherfucker gonna do that," love the bitch.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, send him 2 hoes up there tonight. You know what I'm saying? Well, he like cocaine too. Oh man, send him up there with 2 hoes and a bag of that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then next thing you know, you wake up in the morning, the 2 hoes is gone, but you got a note. I don't know what the note say, but you got a note.
But you get all right. See, it's never known what it says.
Be like, look, meet us at this time at this spot. We gotta have a meeting. And you just, then they show them 2 females. Got you in compromising position. You feel me? You feel me? Man, please. Like, listen, if I was, it ain't never gonna happen. But if I was to ever, if I had ever entered in there, like the advancement, like them budgets, the advancement budgets, man, like they be getting loads of money, right? Some of them, and they don't think like that's just a fucking loan, bro. Like you can literally go to the bank if you got your shit together and go get the same advancement money that they would give you at a record label. No cap. I said if your shit together. Financially, you know what I mean? But for the most part, it's like they not giving you nothing that you can't get yourself. And the reason why they keep messing with the independent artists as far as for like, come over this way, is because they know that those people are making money and they can't stand to see you making money. Like, oh no, you making too much money for yourself. What kind of business do you have, right? And then they go, man, you can have this one right here, though. You if you come with us, this is what you can do. That's how they get motherfucker. You feel me? Oh, that's a nice chain you got. Oh, that looks so nice. But look at this chain right here. I'm trying to tell you, this. Look at the whip. Look at the chain. Look at the bitches. Now look at your bitches. Look at your chain. And look at your whip.
I mean, and the way that the way that you're expressing it right now is really like those type of niggas is show and tell niggas, yeah. Because because I'm like, I see you what you got going on and shit, but look what you could be doing. You feel me? If you apply some more pressure, the way you could be at, because automatically that's gonna force a motherfucker to snap in like, bitch, I can do that shit too. I just chose not to. But now they gonna go out here and try to prove a point and shit. You know what I'm saying? Show and tell.
Yeah, that's why I told you. You know how we all operate. We don't like attention. So less attention. I don't even like doing shows and shit, to be totally honest with you. But I mean, I have fun when I do it. But that's how much I don't like attention. And I really don't like doing this shit, to be totally honest with you. But this is something you got to do. And I don't mind giving back to the community knowledge-wise. You know what I mean? So, and this is what it is at this point. You know what I mean? But
see, the way I take it is more so of I wouldn't even look at it in terms of giving yourself attention, because I mean, all it takes is for us to say one thing for real and take motherfuckers go haywire and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I didn't mean
that's all it takes. You know what I'm saying? All it takes is for
I
one
did not
fuck up
say
to
that
make
shit like that.
motherfuckers in listen, bro. Motherfuckers in the comment section, keyboard warriors and shit like that, nigga. We like, hold up, bro. We just trying to keep it, you know what I'm saying? Just to something family friendly, nigga. Hold up, yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like, at the end of the day, like I said, it's how shit is perceived, right? We get on here to do the podcast and shit like that because we fuck with hip hop. You know what I'm saying? It's sincere to us. We have, but unlike other people, we have opinions too. You know what I'm saying? We feel like if some shit ain't right, we gonna talk about it.
Yo,
But
you
you know
know
what
how
I'm
long?
saying?
Look, I don't mean no harm, not to cut you off, but to everybody
Yeah,
that's on the channel for real, that's been here for the long haul,
yeah,
y'all know this something I don't do. But then
yeah,
I was just like, I've been sitting on this channel. I got a lot of shit I want to say at this point, and things I
yeah.
feel like I need to be expressing to people that listen to my music and your music and the rest of our shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like this. What better way to do it? So why not have fun with it? You know what I'm saying? So as long as it took me to get to this point, I was just like, shit, like
I mean, hey, look, you see me, bro. I tried to get onto the bar, you feel me? But see, I always been that type of person though. I always wanted to do like a podcast and shit like that. And I wanted to sit back and elaborate on shit, yo, because a lot of people take things the wrong way. A lot of people don't really take in the message of certain shit that they see. You know what I'm saying? You hear one thing and that's just the topic of everything. You
some
don't
people just
sit.
want to fucking beef, yo.
Yeah, yo. I swear, a lot of people just want to just run their mouth, yo.
Yo,
And
some
it's
people just sit back and listen for the buzzwords and shit. You said what?
look, no, hear me out, because I guarantee you, bro. I guarantee you. And if we was up there, right? And we're gonna get there. We definitely is. But if we was, more established motherfuckers out there that was making videos like this, oh trust, there would have been, and it still is, even where we at. The motherfuckers like to say, oh well, I think this and I think that. But it's okay to voice an opinion, but that's what we doing too. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, we drop facts too, though.
no,
We drop
we're not.
facts.
No,
We're not like
but see,
academics. We're not gonna lie to the people
no, hell no.
and
I'm
tell you we
definitely gonna
lie.
lie to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely not gonna lie to you for the view count, academics.
And if I
But
did say something wrong, I'll retract. I'll go back. You know what I'm saying?
look, I'm always looking. Shit, prove me wrong. You know what I mean? Like shit. I'm always looking. But see, that's what I'm saying though. A lot of people not willing to do that. A lot of people just do this shit and keep going forward. Niggas don't like to learn from their mistakes. Motherfuckers just like to keep adding on to their mistakes. You're not learning nothing from that.
But once again, Jim Jones even said it. You get what you negotiate, yo. I mean, that's why I don't feel sorry for people, bro. Like for certain shit. You know what I mean? Like
it depends on what it is, though.
Yeah, you're not doing your research. You gotta research.
Yeah, academics. You gotta fucking research.
You know what? And that was my driving force. That was my driving force. I couldn't take it no more. I couldn't take this nigga out here no more. I couldn't take him no more. So I said,
but it's like, even though we feel that way, and even though we know what he is at the end of the day, it still don't mean nothing, bro. Because there's still people out here that's gonna follow behind that trend. It don't mean shit. Look, and at the end of the day, we just two regular ass niggas that's just discussing our voicing our opinions at the end of the day. Because motherfuckers still gonna do what they do.
Hey,
he didn't just full blown told you out of pocket like, yeah, I didn't lie to y'all, but I feel like I need to do that. And it's still like, well, it's okay. I still rock with you because certain shit you say still makes sense. No, it don't. It was like, hey, it's really, you give what you get.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, I can't feel sorry for people when you don't do the necessary things that you're supposed to do as an individual to make sure that you are straight, right? And one thing I can say about just today's age, with all this digital shit going on, there's absolutely no excuse to be ignorant. I mean, none. Shit. I mean, times are so rough out this bitch. They got motherfucking psychiatrists on tap. Just get the app. You can just get yourself a psychiatrist. help yourself out. You know what I'm saying? Get rid
Yeah.
of your trauma and start doing better and do better business and things of that nature. If you're
Yeah.
wondering why your shit ain't take off, it's
No.
because you ain't put the work in, and that's just what it is. You didn't put
But
the work in. You got to
at the
put the work in. Put the
but
work in.
at the end of the day, though, no offense to anybody, that's a motherfucking you problem. Because I know where I'm at fault. I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to learn from my mistakes, and I'm going to prevail because I'm willing to sit back and learn shit, redo research on shit, find a purpose for shit. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? A lot of people don't want to do that. A lot of people don't like to take accountability for shit, especially when they get caught up. People don't like to take they people. First of all, when we say that people don't like attention,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like you feed off of that. It's like
Mm-hmm.
how you claim you don't want attention and shit, but then that's what you seeking attention.
Hold up, wait a minute. I'm gonna seek some attention real quick.
Mm,
Check this shit out. Boom.
mm,
You see the shoe?
mm,
See the shoe, right?
mm,
Go ahead and get yourself a
mm,
pair. We
mm,
ain't trying to break the people's pockets. You know what I'm
mm.
saying? Go ahead and get yourself a pair. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't even got to be the shoes, but the
You know what
merch.
I mean?
Period.
Free shipping. You know what I'm saying?
You
Get
know what I'm
yourself.
saying?
You know
Come
what I mean?
on,
Get yourself a pair.
bornkingmusic.com.
You know what I mean?
Got all that for you.
Get yourself a pair. You know what I'm saying?
You know?
But I mean, if you really want a pair, get yourself a pair. But at the same time, this is my thing, God. I made these for me because I don't want to keep spending money. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta be, you know what I'm saying, like real transparent about it. I'm really into making my own shit. People don't have to like it. You don't have to like my stuff. I'm good with me though.
Yeah.
You know
That's
what I'm
what I'm
saying?
saying. It don't
I'm
matter
good
if
with me.
motherfuckers don't like your shit.
You know what I'm
Nigga, I
saying? I'm
like
good
my
with
shit.
me.
It don't matter. And I'm going to keep putting out shit that
You
I
feel me?
like. You know what I mean? So
Eh,
at the end of the day, for real, again, you see the merch, you see it, you like it, you fuck with it, show some love. You know what I'm saying? This is black, black owned business at the end of the day. You know what
Only
I'm saying?
$50 though. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, bro.
I ain't
That's
trying to
not
break nobody's pockets.
no. Come on, that's half a hundred.
But once again, see, this all ties in with the conversation of being independent. Like
Yeah.
Kanye was like trying to really do something with Adidas and all that other type stuff or whatever, right? But he wisened up and started doing everything just by himself. But Sway Ben told him you should have been doing that from the get go. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's like, bro, you can do anything in this world at this point in time. You just have to put your mind to it. You don't need to have industry or mainstream advancement in order to advance. You know what I'm saying? Just get shit popping. You know what I mean? You just need yourself a following, a fan base or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And have a plan, yo. You know what I mean? Like, let's just be real. Like, yo, I'm dead serious. Like, I really tired of supporting other people and not getting nothing out the shit. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yo,
you
oh
know,
my God. I was just sitting here and I was like, bro, not only that, but stop trying to tear motherfuckers down, like, cause you not where you should be at. Don't fuck
mm,
up another person's success because you not where you want to be. That's the main problem that motherfuckers deal with
uh,
today. You know what I
facts.
mean? I'm motherfucker. If I'm shining, if you supposed to be my man's or my homegirl, whatever the case may be, yeah, you'll support me. It don't matter what it is, how little, how small. If you see that I'm showing interest in it and I'm fucking with it and it's heavy on my heart, show support. Don't tear
Hold on,
me
wait a
down.
minute. Not to cut you, Neff. Check this shit out. I learned the hard way.
Mm,
You know what I mean? Like that's the type of dream or the little Disney World shit. You feel me? Like people will be having.
that
My
we want.
whole thing is I know for a fact through personal experiences, years, you know what I'm saying? Like when you doing something, you know what I mean? I'm only speaking from a black perspective. 9 times out of 10, the people that you think that would be, you know what I'm saying, the support, they don't really support. So one thing I do pride myself with, as far as for everything that has been accomplished, is because of people, not just that I do know, but mainly for people that I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, for the people that I don't know, thank you. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you. I really do. Because y'all didn't have to fuck with me, but you did. You know what I'm saying? And to the people that I do know that fuck with me, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all know it's all love. You understand what I'm saying? And go and have them hoodies and shit like that. You know what I mean? Coming around. And that's another thing. The clothing line and all that shit. Like, I'm not trying to be worldwide with none of this shit. Like, I do shit for, like, it's an acquired taste. You know what I mean? So it's like, you gotta be a certain type of individual to fuck with what I do. You know what I mean? And I'm fine with that. You know what I mean? While niggas might want a whole shopping mall, all I need is a boutique. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I just need some shit, you know what I'm saying, where I can be creative because I love the art, you know what I'm saying? But I was also taught, you know what I mean, if you love your art, then you're gonna put your art in the format of, hey, invest in it. You know what I'm saying? When you buy art, when you buy music from people, when you buy their clothes, it's an investment because it's a movement. It represents something. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like at the end of the day, you have to support people if that's what you say you're into.
Mm.
Yep.
Mm. I feel like, and I'll leave it at this because we almost hitting that hour mark.
Yeah.
I'll leave it at this for real. Um, be yourself. Be yourself, bro. Like, we got to get out of the habit of feeling like we got to do shit to impress other people or to, bring attention to the mass majority. And we need to just focus on ourselves for real. Like, focus on bettering our arts and our crafts and everything that comes with it. Because at the end of the day, all you have is you. It's some people out there that'll lift you up along the way, but to really get yourself going and to really like show who you really are, you gotta make that exposure yourself. You can't depend on nobody to bring you from the bottom and take you to the top. A lot of people like to bring you to the top just to watch you fall. And a lot of people like to also bring you to the top because they think that they're going to gain something from it too, or that you're just going to give out handouts. And that's not how the world works. And that's not how hip hop works. Hip hop, as a culture, we thrive on creativity. We strive on what's new, but still fresh. But in what ways we can take the what's new and what's fresh and make it more new, make it more fresh. That's the idea of hip hop at the end of the day. Creativity. The power to keep on creating shit and to keep on showing the love to the craft and whatever you do. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, strive to be the best yourself and you'll go a long way. Because it's like I said, it's a lot of people out here that wish to see you fall versus to see you rise. So, you know what I mean? Leave it at that right there. You got anything else on?
Look, I'm showing the website, right? Because once again, this is business, right? And when you say you do this, then these are the things that you have to put the work in. You have to do all this stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? You have to have it. You know what I mean? Anything I put on here, that's all my shit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is all my shit.
Mm.
Technically, I don't even have to depend on any external distribution at this point because I got my own shit.
Right.
You feel me? So anything, look, check it out though. Watch this. Boom. Go to the store, right? Look at that. Joints right there.
Mm-hmm.
You can buy this shit off me here. You feel me? You don't even have to go anywhere else. But I'm getting ready to have new music and everything on here. I'm still doing some things to this website, but I'd rather have it up like this than to not have it at all. You feel me? So it's like, yeah, everything is here, man. Like anything you want to know about me, anything that you want to know, like, look, got the Patreon, the Bag Life Media Patreon. Right? You feel me? Hold up. Got the website, the Instagram, the TikTok, the YouTube, the Audio Mac, the Spotify. You feel me? So I mean, these are things that you have to do, man. You know, and yeah, take control of your destiny. You know what I mean? Just take control of your destiny. Do what you have to do as an individual to make sure that you are in control of your career. You don't have to depend on, I mean, of course you can hire people to do things, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you have like a lot on your plate, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, man, you gotta put in work. You know what I'm saying? Like I never told my family no shit like, and I'm gonna end it on this. I never looked at this shit like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be eating off this to pay bills per se or whatever. You feel me? Like we all make money. Like we do things. We buy things and we live good. You know what I'm saying? Life got its ups and downs, but for the most part, like we do real good. You feel me? It's like this music shit is something that keeps me sane. You know what I mean? And like I said, I love art. So everything that you see me create, it came from hip hop. Like I embodied the shit. I'm a walking, living, breathing, physical form of hip hop in the flesh. You know what I mean? So that's how all us are. You feel me? So it's just like, man, it's no reason why somebody should be put in these positions. If you feel like there's a lot of problems, you know, as a woman, for example, in hip hop, then the brothers, since they talking about we got to protect our black queens, need to start doing things, start making businesses that's safe. You understand what I'm saying? Get some safe businesses out here. Make sure that the kids that's growing up don't have to rhyme about murking somebody, where they can rhyme about things that little children or, you know what I mean, supposed to be rhyming about and making songs about. You understand what I'm saying? But once again, the wicked mainstream industry, the Hollywood, the little Hollywood tree that they make the magic wands out of, you know what I'm saying? Casting the illusion, you feel me? So 57 minutes, we about to be out and shit, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Yo, you got that off your chest?
Yeah, man. Like I got it off my chest, man. I just had to let the majority know about what's really going on out here. I mean, I can't save everyone, but yeah, I might can save somebody.
Look, if we got one person a day, you know what I'm saying, and every day that I don't care if it's just one person that's actually really be listening or watching or whatever. If it's just one person, you know what I'm saying, at least we know we got that one person. But we out, y'all. You know what I mean? Don't fall for the illusion.
Yeah.
Look at the illusion, y'all. Look at the illusion. We out. Peace.
Peace.